I mean, I'm African, but honestly, I like Americanized African men. He's just a little too African, not in any insulting way, honestly.
Just imagine a girl telling you you are too African for her to date you. Then just to find out she's from Africa herself. She's half Ghanaian, half Kenyan. And that's why sometimes you look at these girls, most of these girls with big nyash, not get sense.
Now, when we came first to the UK, if you have an accent, your own black sister, you no go get some. As a girlfriend, no. These days it's cool because, a lot of, no. But when we came your black, if they hear accent, you speak and they hear your accent, that you are from Africa direct. They don't like you.
What's up, good people? Welcome back to the channel. My good name is Gracey D, your African diva. I hope you guys are doing well. So on our today's episode, Too African to Date, this woman's comment about wanting an Americanized black man has started major comments and debates on social media. Let's dive in our today's topic as we get to know what it says about identity, culture, and dating in the modern world. So let's watch these videos together. Let me know what you think on the comment section.
May I ask where you're from?
I'm from South Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm African, but honestly, I like Americanized African men. He's just a little too African, not in any insulting way, honestly.
I'm not, if you know me. You'd be surprised.
That's exactly.
Not at all.
So what made you say he's too African?
I think the strong facial features, yeah.
Okay. And which part of Africa are you from?
I'm half Kenyan, half Ghanaian, so I'm like East and West.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
She rejected him because he is too African.
All right. Now, is he your type?
No.
Okay, why not?
May I ask where you're from?
Yeah. Right. I'm from South Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm African, but honestly, I like Americanized African men. He's just a little too African, not in any insulting way, honestly.
I'm not, if you know me. You'd be surprised.
That's exactly.
Not at all.
So what made you say he's too African?
I think the strong facial features.
And which part of Africa are you from?
I'm half Kenyan, half Ghanaian, so I'm like East and West.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Now, quick one. She rejected him because he's too African. Meanwhile, she's an African sister. She's half Ghanaian, half Kenyan. She's calling her brother too African. Her brother is a Sudanese, one African country. She has two African countries in her blood, but she's calling her brother too African. Doesn't make sense. I don't get it. We all have our preferences and our choices. Fair enough. You have your choice. You have your type, your style. The kind of man you want. That's your choice. Cool. But you don't say that, especially when there are other guys around watching you. My sister. Now, the reason why the other guys pop their balloons is because of that statement you made to that brother. That statement you said to that brother, it put them off. Because it makes you look unkind. Just be polite and say, oh, you're not my type. That's it. Why? Oh, he's just not my type. But too African. And the brother, now bear this in mind, the brother said what? I am not surprised. He's been seeing that. Now, when we came first to the UK, if you have an accent, your own black sister, you no go get some. As a girlfriend, no. These days it's cool because, a lot of, But when we came your black, if they hear accent, you speak and they hear your accent, that you are from Africa direct. They don't like you. Now, let me chip in this quickly. And then, do you know that some of the British black sisters despise some of the African black sisters who have come to see greener pastures? Do you know that? You don't know. I have worked with an agency in London. I worked with an agency in London for about 4 years as a carer. I went to so many care homes. I saw a lot of things. I have learned a lot of things. I'm telling you. When I say some of these things, some of you think I'm being this, I'm being that. But the truth of the matter is, Africans discriminate more than white people. Africans, we discriminate more than white people. Among us, I'm telling you, I will say it every day. Honestly. Some British born Africans, parents are Africans, but she's born here, raised here. Some of them despise African immigrant sisters who have come to seek greener pastures. Some of them think they are better than our sisters that have come from home. Yeah, but they don't know they are the same. They think they are different because they were born here. They are not blacks. Some of them. Yeah. That is why she said that I want an Americanized black. But meanwhile, some of the Americanized black that she prefers, some of them see themselves to be Africans. She doesn't know. That is why they pop their balloons, because they felt insulted. Kasade, ma me say me oba o kase ya, me do sa de ope bia me oba o kase ya na chime. If you're a woman and you talk well, I love you. I want to be around you. If your utterances, your talking is nice. Oh, me, I don't like anything from a woman. No. I just want you to talk nice to me. Especially if me, I talk nice to you. He's too African. Now being an African is a crime. Lord have mercy.
Hey, drama. Someone rejected our South Sudanese brother for being too African. Like, what the hell is that? And to make matters worse, it came from our fellow African. Even worse, from our fellow East African. I was like, what? She's like, his features are too African. And coming from a fellow African, it broke my heart. Because who taught you all to hate your kind? It's like hating on your parents for looking the way they do. When your genes are literally from your parents, like it's crazy. And you know, you can say things like, I prefer white men, I don't date black men, but he's too African. Coming from a fellow African, like, yo, that irritated me so much. It's funny, but damn at the same time.
What made you say he's too African?
I think the strong facial features, yeah.
Okay.
I'm so confused. When you say someone is too African, I would think you would mean that maybe they eat African food all the time and they don't want to eat any other food, or they listen to African music all the time, or they follow strict traditional customs in their home. That would make sense. But you're saying he's too African because he has strong features.
Just imagine a girl telling you you are too African for her to date you. Then just to find out she's from Africa herself. She's half Ghanaian, half Kenyan. And then we wonder why the white people be treating us in a certain way sometimes. It's because we don't even respect ourselves. Now she went to America and want to date an American man. Before men, you are too African. You not be only Mugu. Now you have passed the stage of Mugu. You are now Mugulity. That's why sometimes you look at these girls, most of these girls with big nyash, not get sense. Let's watch the video together.
May I ask where you're from?
Yeah, right. I'm from South Sudan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm African, but honestly, I like Americanized African men. He's just a little too African. Not in any insulting way, honestly.
I'm not, if you know me. Surprise.
That's acceptable.
Not at all.
So what made you say he's too African?
I think the strong facial features, yeah.
Okay. And which part of Africa are you from?
I'm half Kenyan, half Ghanaian, so I'm like East and West.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And then after that, she opened mouth, they laugh. Mugu.
Yeah, so guys, I was like just scrolling on my phone and I saw this and actually got my attention, you know, when she said you are too African for me like to date you. First of all, this girl, she's a mixture of a Kenyan and Ghanaian. So one of her parents is from Kenya and the other one is from Ghana, but it seems like she moved to, I think she lives in America right now. And it's actually funny that nowadays actually I've seen it's more on black people. They've moved from the dating apps now to going to find their partners and finding love on YouTube episodes. you know what they're doing, like this one that they call the pop maroon. I've seen another one called African something, which is also actually, I think it was brought in Uganda by a Black American. I'm not so sure who owns the show, but I've seen it running on YouTube. Like, I've seen so many shows running on YouTube, and you know, it's fine. They have a right to go and find their loved ones on whichever platform they want. And so this comment, like, really, I really asked myself so many questions, you know, and now I feel like now the passport bros, they don't have to come to Africa anymore, because I feel like our African women have actually listened to you, and now they're moving to America to look for you, because you guys are, I know you're Americanized, because you're Americans, like born and raised in America, you're Black Americans, and these sisters want Black Americans man, like Black American men, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. Everyone has a right to have to choose who they want to date, you know. But the fact that you're coming someone for their features, I think it would have been sounded more polite if she said, he's just not my type, and there's some things that you just have to keep to your sense. Because I didn't even understand when she said, like, I mean, that guy looks nice, like, he's handsome. So I didn't get it when she meant, like, his facial features, like, are too Africanized, something of this sort. And the fact that this is like a platform that people really watch us, because, you know, I keep on saying this every time that I make videos, like when I was saying about passport bros, what passport bros say about their women. Like, you've seen the attacks that were on James and Fuhad story when he was on, like, they were on Andrew Charles. It's quite easy for them to make a joke of Black American women, because you all out there making jokes about them. Like, some of these are insulting jokes, so people tend to forget that what we say, people do pay attention to, you know. And it's quite sad when I see Black people discriminating against each other. Like, this is now an African hate for me. Like, that is it's no more of, it's like hating on a fellow Black African person. And one thing is, actually, sometimes I sit down and ask myself, how was African colonized? Because men, like the people that we have here, they, you know, like, I ask myself every time. And now it actually, this clip actually brought me back to why African was colonized, because there's so much hate between us. There's so much hate between Black people. Like, I've been to a place in Zanzibar whereby I was in a restaurant, and the waiter left me to go and serve other customers that just walked in after me, because they were people of palm color. And I was like, it's okay. I never paid that much attention to it. Another time, that was like back in 2022, and I had not been so much on social media to see about racism and everything else. But in Africa, I would not actually call it racism, but it's more of discrimination, and you're discriminating against your own people, which is quite sad. And when I saw this lady on this show, I was like, it's okay, like, you didn't have to say it that loud for the world to know. Like, it's okay for you to have your own preference, but sometimes it's okay for people to look on what they're saying out here, because people really do pay attention. And it's quite clear that there's so much hate, there's so much you know, we don't get together as Black people, and that's why we'll keep forever complaining about other races not liking us, about other races, because we are showing them how to treat us. We really give them that opportunity, because when we are, like, even on social media coming for each other, when we are doing things to each other, when you, like, working in a place and you're discriminating your own, again, it's like they see this and they are like, oh, so this is how you treat each other, so there's no problem if I treat you this way. So that's why you find even most of them, when they do things that they do to us, they don't care, they're not sorry about it, because you've shown them how to treat us or how to treat your own people. And it's quite sad that some people think for the racist people, they think they are just racist to this one person and they'll treat me differently. No. It's like, you know, like I was saying on another clip, it's a lady said she didn't realize that she was black until she went to the States. That's when she realized she was black. So you see people here, like when you come to Africa, people like treat palm color people with very high respect, especially when you go to industries, like when you go like to a place like the airport, whereby the airport attendee will prefer to attend, or even like will make you wait until she attends to a palm color person who was even like behind you, you were in front of them. Places like restaurants, places like hotels, I've seen this happening, and I've seen so many videos on TikTok, people complaining, like a place like Mombasa in Kenya, it's somewhere I've seen this certain restaurant where they have a net next to the beach, and people are like, if you go there and you're a lady or you're two black, you're a couple, a black couple, they don't pay much attention to you. But when a white person comes in, or you're black person dating a palm color man, or vice versa, they treat you very fast. So you see, they see how we treat each other. This comment, like this video currently, it's going viral, like right now. Of course they are seeing how we talk about each other, and that's why we end to get the treatment that we get in. For some of us, it's not all palm color people that are racist, because I have I've seen other treating people better, because I cannot generalize a whole race, because I know there are ones that are better out there. But I want you to tell me what you think about this clip on the comment section, guys. Tell me, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? Was it necessary for her to state that he's too Africanized for her to date him, or she would have used other words than rather what she used? And thank you so much for watching up to this point. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, kindly consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and share. Until the next episode, bye.